You know why we have to eat?
You know.
But after that, there's a new collaboration.
A new collaboration?
Yeah, let's go with let me check.
Interesting.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Please take a seat.
Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. Thank you for joining me today. As you know, during the COVID-19 pandemic, Secret Recipe has decided to implement a single-use plan to support our community and ensure our customer satisfaction. Our plan is to distribute free slices of cake for every customer who visits our store in Friday. This is a one-time initiative designed to appreciate our loyal customers during the challenging time. I'll pass it over to Regional Supervisor, which is Mrs. Najia, to explain how we're organizing this type of planning.
Thank you, Mr. Zari. To effectively implement this plan, we are using geographical structure. Each brand of Secret Recipe will coordinate a free cake distribution in their respective regions. This will ensure that every outlet in our branch will equally prepared and are able to handle all the customer demand. Branch manager will oversee logistics, staff coordination and inventory distribution to avoid shortage. We will assign specific team members to handle different aspects like preparing the cakes, handling customer queries and maintaining customer control. And I pass back to you, Mr. Zarin.
Excellent. Now that we know how it's organized, let's talk about leadership. So, team leader Mrs. Zayani, please share your thoughts.
Thank you, Mr. Zarin. For this project, we are implementing behavioral theory studies to motivate our staff. We believe that leading with empathy and communication is key during this time. For example, we will ensure open communication channel for staff to express concern or provide feedback. We'll also recognize their hard work through small incentives like gift, cards, or shout out during meetings. This approach boosts morale and ensures everyone works cohesively towards the goal of a successful distribution. So I will pass to Mr. Azim for this information.
Thank you, Ms. Zayani. Gladly, our communication strategy focus on 3 stages. First, pre-event awareness. We launch a social media campaign with promotional posts, banners, email notification to inform customer of the event. Second, event day coverage. Our PR team will be present at key outlets to engage with customers, answer media queries, and capture photo for post-event promotion. Third, post-event engagement. After the event, we will share highlights, thank you our customers, and post positive testimony. This approach ensures maximum visibility and reinforce our brand community focused image. Thank you. That's for me. Thank you.
That's great, Mr. Azim and Mrs. Zayani. Now, let's hear from our safety officer, Mrs. Natasha.
Certainly. Okay, since we're dealing with a public event during a pandemic, strict safety measures are essential. First of all, sanitization stations. Every outlet will have sanitizers at entry points, counters and staff areas. Second, mask and glove policy. All staff will wear masks and gloves throughout the event, and masks will be mandatory for customers. Social distancing. We'll use floor markers to ensure customers maintain a significant distance while queuing. And the last one, the most important one, temperature checks. Staff will perform temperature checks for everyone entering the store. We have also arranged for a local health officer to visit a few outlets and monitor compliance during the event. Okay, I think that's all for me. I will pass back to Mr. Zari.
Presentation from our safety officer. Now, let's hear from Mr. Umar for controlling aspect.
Alright, thanks Mr. Zarin. So let's make sure this project runs smoothly and under control. We're going to use 3 types of control measure, which is feed-forward control, concurrent control, and feedback control. So first one is feed-forward control. This happens before the project starts. We will first figure out how much demand there's for the cakes, so we don't stock too much or too little. Then we will make sure...
Wait,
Sorry?
isn't that kind of tricky? How do you figure out all the demands?
Good question. To figure out the demand, we'll look at past data from similar events and maybe run a quick survey to gauge interest. This helps us estimate how many cakes to prepare without overstocking or running out. It's not an exact science, but it gives us a solid starting point. Anyway, as I was saying, we will also make sure the staff is trained on how to handle the cakes and follow the distribution process. This sets the foundation for a smooth operations. Alright, let's take up the second one, which is concurrent control. This is all about monitoring things while the event is happening. Supervisors will keep an eye on how the distribution process is going. They will be there to solve any problems that pop up on the spot, like if there's crowding or confusion. This will help us keep everything running smoothly and avoid biggest issues. And last but not least is feedback control. Lastly, after the event, we will collect feedback from both the customers and the staff. This is super important because it helps us understand what went well and what didn't. From there, we can figure out how to improve the next time we do something like this. So with these 3 controls, feed-forward, concurrent, and feedback, we will make sure this project is well managed and successful. That's from me, thank you.
Now that's the end of our meeting. Thank you everyone for your time, and I hope our business are doing well. And so that's a wrap. Good evening everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Zarin.